You can't handle the truth.
Hello everybody, my name is Ifan Yuban. This is 360 Degree Mastery. This is the channel where we teach you personal effectiveness, self-mastery, and how to create, grow, and manage your wealth. First of all, I'd like to say thank you very much to those people who placed orders for my books for the READ initiative for 2025. Remember, READ stands for Receive, Education, and Development, and it is a series of programs that are targeted towards the youth to reintroduce the joys of study and academic pursuits. We need it very badly. God bless those people who have placed orders. We are going to 10,000 copies. We will get there. So those of you who have placed orders, I pray that God replenishes your pockets 100-fold. Thank you very much. Now, 2 weeks ago, I did a video where I said something. I said, in the beginning of the video, I said, a number of people are going to be offended by this and some people are going to be amused. And true to my word, I received some phone calls. Some people sent me private messages and emails telling me, how dare I come on social media and say that content creation is not a career? Well, I'm sorry, but I stand by what I say. Content creation is not a career. I talked about, the young man who came for an interview and told me that the job he was interviewing for was not really his goal, that he wants to be a social media influencer. And I told you that that word influencer is very ambiguous and it's very broad in scope, and it really doesn't mean anything on the surface of it unless you have developed a level of competence or you have developed a skill that you can monetize, and then you can become an influencer. Being an influencer is simply a byproduct of competence, okay? Social media popularity is a consequence of experience and mastery. That is why I say go and learn a skill. Okay, now today I want to talk about multi-level marketing, or some people call it network marketing. It's a phenomenon that took off, a few years ago, many years ago, and it has gained a lot of popularity. And one of the things that they tell you is that you can create great wealth by being a multi-level marketer or being a network marketer. And they go on to tell you stories about people who are always faceless, people who you will never meet in real life, about how they created wealth and how they are no longer working and how they are living in the Bahamas and they are jetting all over the world and they are sipping champagne every day. It is a very interesting notion, very attractive, but I want to tell you some things about multi-level marketing or network marketing that you may not know. First of all, despite what they tell you, you are not your own boss. You are not your own boss, because you are a marketer. You are selling a product. The person that owns the product, that owns the rights to the product, that manufactures the product and supplies the product to you to market, that is the boss. You are just a glorified employee. So when they tell you, you can be your own boss, they're actually telling you, come and work for us for a pittance and you only get paid based on the amount of labor you put out. Now, the second thing that you may not know about multi-level marketing is that you are limited by your own lack of experience, energy, or location. And that is true. You are limited by how much experience you have. If you don't have experience in communication, if you don't know how to sell to people, then you are not going to make a lot of money in multi-level marketing. If you don't have that energy, that drive to wake up every morning and take it to the max and chase people down and get them to buy your product, then you are not going to make a lot of money. And also, if you are not in the right location, imagine somebody trying to sell, a product, a multi-level marketing product in his village, in his hometown, where there are only a few people that own cars to start with, and there's no electricity, there is no network. You can imagine how difficult that is going to be. So that is the limit. You are limited in scope if you don't have the energy, if you don't have the location, and if you don't have the communication skills. Now, the third thing about multi-level marketing that you may not know is that you do not have control or ownership over the product. Okay, you don't have control over the product. The day the owner of that product decides to change the quality or standard of that product, then the quality and standard of your business is going to change forever. So you do not have ownership over it. The only thing that you have, is a trickle of an income depending on how other people in that network perform, not necessarily how you perform. If you go ahead and you recruit people who are weak, who are not moving forward, then your profile in that company is not going to move forward. You're not going to make that much money. The fourth thing, when they say the sky is the limit, now that is a myth. The sky is the limit is a myth, because there is a finite amount of product you can sell. There is a limit to how high you can move in that company regarding that business selling that product. Okay, if you want something where the sky is the limit, then you can go into entertainment, you can go into sports, or you can create and develop your own product and begin to sell. That way you know truly that the sky is the limit. But in network marketing or multi-level marketing, the sky is not the limit. That is a myth. Now, the fifth thing that you may not know is that there's constant pressure, for you to prove that you're not a Ponzi scheme. Now, a few years ago, I did a video where I talked about Ponzi schemes and, how, people have fallen for pyramid schemes and how they have been fleeced and they have lost their money, and how you can detect a Ponzi scheme or a pyramid scheme from a genuine MLM or network marketing model. So there is always constant pressure for you to prove that you are not a Ponzi scheme. You can bring your product around and people will not buy on principle just because they have been burned by the pyramid scheme people, the Ponzi people before, and you are not going to get much sales there. So your market is already limited because of that. Now, the sixth thing that you may not know is that once that product fails, you are done. Okay, you are pitching your tent or hitching your wagon to a product, to a network market, and you are basing so much hope, so much faith on that product. But if that product is defective, then you are done as far as that scheme, that market is concerned. Or the day that product fails, then you are done. So these are things that people do not tell you when they try to invite you to join a network marketing program or a multi-level marketing program, and you need to pay attention. You need to take note of these things. Think about these things before you sign up and invest your resources in being a network marketer. I'm not saying it is not a legitimate way to make money. It's actually a very good way to make money. It's a good way to create income. I did multi-level marketing myself when I was just starting out before I started working in financial services, and I got the rewards from it. But I discovered that there was so much I had to put in energy-wise. That's with a lot of energy. There were a lot of disappointments, but I gained the requisite experience and I moved on. So I say, if you want to start off as an entrepreneur, you can try signing up for a network marketing program, get some necessary experience, meet some people, create a network for yourself, build some contacts, and then you can take it from there. That being said, my name is Ifan Yuban. This is 360 Degree Mastery. Please and please place your orders for my books for the Read Initiative for 2025. Remember, I said if you're buying any 10 copies of 360 Degree Mastery all the way up, or Get Up, Get Busy, Get That A, you are getting 10 copies for 20,000. And if you are buying any 5 copies of the undergraduate Shadows within the Soul, or any of the Just My Luck series, you are getting 5 copies for 20,000. It's a steal. Please and please go ahead and get it. My name is Ifan Yuban. This is 360 Degree Mastery. Support the Read Initiative, support literacy, all right, support the youth in this country. I will see you next week with more tips and more information on how you can live a better, happier, and more successful life with peace of mind. Namaste.